if I see someone at the mall, like somewhere where you're meant to walk, if I see you in a ridiculously high shoe and you're obviously uncomfortable, in my head I will go like, you are a fool, and I have the superior intellect here. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Life Actually podcast. I'm your host Maria Lopes and I hope you're having a great day. I hope there are no pebbles in any of your shoes and I hope the cold side of the pillow is always accessible. So today I'm joined by a really good friend of mine, Miss Brittany Gollop. I've been wanting to have her on the podcast for a real long time. Like, what is it, 3 weeks now?
It's been 3+. Let's say 3+. But it's okay.
Too long, basically.
Perfect timing is now.
So you want to do what all introverts dread and tell us a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Brittany, easy to start with. I do administration, but in my perfect world, I will be a full-time stylist. So I'm into fashion, but it's not an everyday thing. I just do that as my passion for myself now, even though I did it for a little while. But I think that's pretty much me. Like, I'm a administrator, which is like somebody who supports people with their dreams. But in my private time, it's about clothes and the look. Yeah. Even though I feel real mellow today. Kept it simple.
Yeah, like I was saying even before, I'm seeing cozy but experimental. Like you gotta pop a color in there, you got the cardigan, you got all that.
I think you understood because I was like, okay, I tried to be as comfortable in everything that I wore, but then I was like, I need something to like shiver it up a little bit. I was like, let's get some color on top. My mom was like, you didn't find this color was too loud? I was like, loud is what we want. Let's make a statement.
Exactly. And personally, I think beauty is pain is a concept better left in the past, and I don't think many people take it on anyway.
Even though still, sometimes, because as somebody who loves to wear high heels, and I do believe, I'm sorry, the higher the heels, the closer to God you are. That's just my theory. So I really love high heels, even though it might hurt and it's uncomfortable. I enjoy it. So I like that. Somebody said, man, like I'm a little adventurous. Like, he's like, you like to risk your life. I was like, if it's for fashion, why not? Give me a little shoe cam and I'll be down. I love it. But I enjoy a really high heel, even though as I'm aging, I have chosen some lower heels, but according to my friends who see the lower heels, I was like, that is not a low heel. It's like, I had to find a middle ground for me, which is a medium height.
Yeah, cannot relate. Like, I like the idea of the high heels, but when you walk in them, you kind of look like a pony in its first 7 minutes of life.
That's only if you're now starting off. So the more you practice walking in the heel, the more the shoe becomes part of you, no matter how much you pain. Like, the pain is just an imagination. Just push past it. But again, I will always say, choose a shoe that will work for you because it doesn't make sense you wear a shoe and it's totally uncomfortable and you have to take it off. Because I believe if the shoe is so good, you wouldn't want to take it off, especially if it's so pretty. So I would say choose a shoe that, you could carry on for a couple more minutes than actually you walk in and then you have to take it off right away. That's a no-no for me. If I know your shoe is really nice and you have to take it off as soon as you reach your destination, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. I'm not judging those who do, but I'm saying choose a shoe that you can carry on so other people can compliment it some more. You never know if they have a shoe cam that might be out. Come on in and they catch you barefoot. No, that's not cute, sister. Or mister. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. We like to be inclusive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that's really what it boils down to, too. Like, whatever you feel most comfortable with is what you're going to flaunt the best. But, like, I feel like I'm a little judgmental because, like, if I see someone at the mall, like, somewhere where you're meant to walk, if I see you in a ridiculously high shoe and you're obviously uncomfortable, in my head I will go, like, you are a fool. And I have the superior intellect here. But that's just me.
I think some persons, though, they go with the, like, sometimes, like, if they know they're going to transition to another place, like, okay, I'm going to the mall, but I'm going to go somewhere else after somewhere my shoe, and I'm trying to probably see how I feel about the shoe. So some people, because I have a friend, she does that. She wears the shoe to see, like, okay, can I make it to this event with the shoe, or should I just, like, bring it back down? So, but some people, they genuinely are out going to the mall shopping with some extremely high shoes, even myself, don't do that. I'm sorry, because I need to move very quickly to get to the next thing. So I won't wear a heel if I'm like shopping. But I do believe choose your outfit based on how you're feeling. So I guess if that person was feeling that day, they got up, it's like, I'm going to shop for clothes, but also look fabulous. So it's like, do your thing, no judgment.
Yeah, no judgment, but
you're judging.
little
a lot of judgment. In her case, real judgment.
Hey, don't judge my judgment.
Okay, friend.
So, since you work part-time as a stylist, I'm curious about this one thing. Like, what do you think is like the general consensus of fashion in Trinidad specifically? Do you think it's something people care much about, like on an individual level? Is it more like a niche interest?
Okay, so this is something that I have been thinking about for a while because I spend a lot of time with people who are boomers, Gen X, and millennials, and now a couple Gen Zs. So people who I know are boomers, they used to say like Trinidaders before used to really care about how they look. And now when they watch us, it's be like, hey, we just put on a t-shirt and just going on the road. They're not even thinking about the outfit. But I think that's kind of changing now because everything is on social media and that you don't know if this is going to be a post-worthy type of something. And now you have outfits of the day and everything like that. So now everyone is a little bit more intentional about what they wear. But I also think like being in Trinidad and being in the Caribbean, we feel that we have to limit what we wear because we're from the Caribbean island. So like everybody's like, okay, you can probably only wear, you can't wear boots or whatever. Like, why not? I could wear boots if I want. Just because I don't know, it depends on what the aesthetic that you're trying to pursue. And then everybody's like, we should wear bold colors because you're from the Caribbean. Not everybody has the personality or even the confidence, even though have the confidence. If you say to yourself you don't have the confidence to do it. You have the confidence. You're just questioning yourself.
Definitely.
But I don't have the confidence. People are just not comfortable wearing bold colors. Everybody says because in the Caribbean you should be wearing bright and bold colors. Not everybody wants that, and it's okay. We don't have to base on our outfit because you're from a specific climate or whichever. I understand that we have to dress for the specific occasion, but I also believe you have to dress based on your personality because that is the better way to wear your outfits, because after a while you're not going to enjoy what you wear, and I believe you should enjoy what you wear. I think I strayed from what you actually said, but it's okay.
No, definitely. The tangents are the best part. But like to build on top of that though, I kind of get what you mean because like I feel like in Trinidad, like the slightest deviation from the norm is going to get a lot of attention.
And right on social media, somebody will make a comment and I'll be like, I understand that social media is public for anyone to say whatever they like, but that doesn't mean you need to. Like just because that person, she was like, what's she wearing? It's like she's wearing an outfit that she looked in the mirror that day and she said, yes, friend, you slayed. And she went outside. That's okay. I mean, of course, they have certain things that may not be, well, I choose to be conservative in terms of like what I wear. So I choose more conservative side wear. But just because that is my choice of outfit doesn't mean somebody who is not into that specific, like they might be a little bit more revealing or form-fitting so far with their outfit. I actually just be like commenting and be like, yes, sister, go. Or the fellow wearing a tight outfit, yes, wear your tight pants. Yes, just wear a nice top. Because not everything has to be over tight. Because if the entire kit is tight, I mean, no judgment, but I mean, come on, have a balance. I believe in balance and choosing your outfit. Yeah. So like, that's just me. Like if I'm wearing a tight form pants, like I may wear a loose fit top and wear extremely high heel. So let's give it a little bit more lift in terms of the outfit.
This might be more technical, but like I feel like an all tight outfit can work, but an all oversized can't.
That is actually not true.
Really?
You can wear an oversized pants with an oversized shirt, but again, a lot of people don't realize like how your personality is based on your outfit changes it totally. Because one of my friends, she's like, you could pull off that, but I can't. And I'll be like, actually you could if you change your mindset towards how you feel about the outfit, because after that, your outfit literally changes totally. So I do wear oversized pants as well as an oversized top, and it actually do look good. But I will probably wear, depending on what it is, I could probably wear sneakers or I'll wear heels to probably make it more balanced, to give it that balance itself. But it depends on what you're looking to pull off. So if it's streetwear, I probably would wear everything oversized instead of it always being form-fitted. So it depends on the aesthetic that you're trying to pull off. If it's streetwear or urban wear, girl, get that oversized. And it's okay to wear your Converse. Don't let nobody tell you to wear Converse. There was a season when I only wore Converse.
I went through that same season. I had like 5 pairs.
I couldn't stop. But now I kind of cut down on Converse and I'm really liking Vans. I'm like, I'm about that Vans.
Vans. Is the thing now.
Yes.
Converse is in the past.
Oh, I'm about that Vans life. Like, forget about the Converse. Don't judge me now, Converse people. But yeah, Vans, I'll be loving it.
Yeah. Back to that other thing I was saying, like about the deviation from the norm. So what happened, right? So you would say that one of the most basic layerings is like a collared shirt under a sweater, right? Yeah. I went to like a family gathering in that one time. I swear everyone looked at me like I was wearing a sombrero. And I'm like, I thought that this would have been like a nice baby step to like thinking about my style. But like, I'm telling you, people are not... Trinidadians are creatures of habit, basically.
Because they think like, why are you wearing all that clothes? So that's me in the office. Like I wear, well, my home office now, but I wear a shirt and then a sweater underneath. And my manager at the time, she was like, "Is it cold there?" I was like, "No, I just got it this morning."
Style.
And I loved it. I watched myself and I said, "Yes, today you can pull off a shirt and a sweater. Why not?" She was like very confused. She's like, "I only wear that if I'm cold." I was like, "Put on the AC." That's okay.
Exactly. You get it. Thank you.
I got you, because I think most of my outfit is that now. So like I have like pretty much the same outfit for work with different colors.
So if there's anyone out there who is catching talks from wearing sweaters over your collared shirts, we support you and we love you.
Wear your sweater and your shirts. Keep it popping. Just change up the variety. Just give them options, you know?
Oh, one thing that would be interesting to ask. What's your opinion on like high fashion, like runway shows and stuff?
I actually love it. I know everybody just judge it. So the high fashion to me could be converted into common wear outfits. So just like I would have oh gosh, I forgot the word, couture. So you have couture outfits and then we have high fashion outfits. And those are really those outfits that really no common person could wear. But there's a way you could try to, you could say, make the outfit your own for the streets. And it's an everyday outfit. So what was one? Okay, so everybody will judge Kim for her totally maxed out outfit when she did for oh my gosh, my mind went blank. That was like about 2 or 3 shows of the that's one when they on the carpets and then like royal carpets.
Met Gala?
Met Gala.
Right.
I think that was like 2 years ago. Real hate on the girl outfit. Actually, it was quite creepy, but I enjoyed it. I started thinking, I was like, okay, that's not a runway show or anything, but you could actually use that outfit for something else. Like I wouldn't wear the full face covered and everything, but because of the form-fitting outfit of it, I was like, that's actually a cool idea. I would wear that for something. I would go to an event wearing something like that, just change it up to fit, to wear as a common day outfit. So I use the high fashion outfits because I check them. When I go on and I put it on my Pinterest board. I'll be like, how I can go from high fashion to street fashion to like everyday wear, like make it your own. So like yes, it might be a common outfit that you would wear every day, but it still look classy and it can still look real creative by adding the aesthetic into your everyday outfit. So if it was like a real long flowing dress, you could probably cut it up and be like a shirt and a pants or shirt and a skirt version of that. So you can wear it every day. So you probably wouldn't wear any feathers, but you probably might wear the top that have a shirt with a pattern that have the feathers to kind of create that effect. So it's just manipulating what they have to a more common everyday look, but it was influenced by the runway show or the Met Gala or the Van, I forgot the name now, but yeah.
Yeah,
I said it before.
I know people always say that when they're talking about high fashion, that it could eventually boil down into like everyday fast fashion. But you gotta admit, some of it is just ridiculous.
They are, but I think it's the designer trying to create a story. So most of the times it's not okay. So like we have children, we have costumes, and like people is like what they wearing. But that for some of the designers, it is literally they're just trying to tell a story. It really wasn't supposed to be fashion or like you wear every day. That's why they use that opportunity. So not everyone is an artist that could paint and put on a gallery, but they could do a garment. So most people are really good at garment construction. Yeah. And like me, I realized that was the first step for me. I started off doing garment construction and realized this is not for me, sister. I could probably do 1 or 2 things, but I will not be doing this full time. Sorry. But then when I realized that there are other avenues in fashion besides garment construction, I was like, ooh. But that is another form of art as well too. So you see, like, you have the makeup artists, you have the painters, you have those who can do like, kind of put it together, like, those kind of arts. So that is their form of art. So however they wanted to express whatever emotion through that outfit, that's what it's in. Most of the times in the checklist, they actually have a story behind why they made that outfit. So have you saw the one where they actually spray painted the outfit on?
Yeah, that one I thought was cool, especially since you couldn't tell.
And then in 2020, they had the AI outfit ones where they didn't actually had models, but they used like the imagery of the outfit. It was one of them was an African designer, and I think the other one was some other country. It was, I was like innovative.
Part of life is just accepting that there are some things I will never understand. Like, you see art, I see Balenciaga models walking through a mud pit.
They're telling a story.
What? Okay, yeah, a story. We'll leave it at that.
They're telling a story. Of course, some stuff are really far-fetched. Like, I can't buy into every single thing that they're trying to sell you. Because, sometimes in fashion, it's like, they put it out there and it's trending. It's like, okay, yes, I'm going into that. Just because I see something that's trending and is because this high fashion company doing it, you have to know when to pick sense out of nonsense, out of their outfits that they're putting out there. Because when you catch yourself, you're buying every outfit. That is not, use wisdom. Look good, but use wisdom. Money still needs to be used in other ways as well. Use wisdom, so just can't fall for every single thing. Oh, they put that, they walked through the mud and then they came out and like, you're not walking through no mud, sister. Stop.
Well, that's a pretty good way to segue into the next thing I wanted to talk about, actually, because like I feel like most people don't know how to exercise wisdom when it comes to those things, because like at the end of the day, these people like Kim Kardashian or all these fashion icons, they have a lot of influence. On both like young people and other people that are just impressionable. So they would see that and that's what they would think is cool or what they need to wear in order to feel beautiful or on trend. So like, where does art stop and just bad influence begin?
When you use wisdom, because sometimes a lot of us ignore the feeling that we have when we go in to do a thing. Well, for me it's God, so it's the Holy Spirit. Tell me that like, that is not for you, sister, don't do that. So just because you see something that is trending or you see somebody who is a big influencer, because the natural thing is like you see that person who faces out there so much, so it has to be it then, right? Of course not. Just because it was, look at that person's body type to your body type and then the outfit. How are you to think that outfit could be for you? It was literally designed to ensure that it fit them. And as a stylist, I'm going to tell a trick straight away. What you saw is not what you saw. We use a lot of pins. a lot of pinning to manipulate, to make sure that the imagery that you are getting is being presented. Because remember, at the end of it, we challenge the product. The product is the clothes. Because we want you to purchase the item. And that's what the influencers are doing. And in terms of trending, a lot of us fail to realize that they are still pushing a product. But for me, fashion is no longer that. Like, it's not a product. For me, I'm not a very creative or artistic person. So this is the closest thing for me expressing my art, and it's through my outfit that I would choose for myself. So you have to think that way, like, how do I want to present myself? And that's self-imagery as well. Like, when somebody sees me, remember that's much people say, so you shouldn't try to impress anybody. That's not the goal. But what it is that you want to push out there when people see you. So just because Kim be wearing that kit, don't mean that be you. And if it works for you, go girl, go boy, go him, do your thing. But use discretion. If you can't figure out discretion, that means you've truly been saturated by the industry and need to take a step back to figure out what you like. And usually that's where it starts. You need to know what you like. So when you see everything coming out there, you'll be like, no, oh yes, or maybe.
Yeah, and this feels like a super important thing to bring up, especially for young people around my age too, like probably 18 or even earlier teens, because they're getting them extremely young. Like, you see all these 13, 14-year-old girls with smartphones, and they're seeing all these impossibly beautiful people all over social media, and they pretty much instantly start feeling that like they're not enough, like the way that they were born. Or anything like that. And I know a lot of people are pushing this agenda now that anything like the consumerism, what they choose to wear, even if it's revealing or not particularly modest, they say this is for myself. I'm doing this for me. Even though they're posting it on social media and for everyone to see and going out in public like that. So you really do have to take a step back and say, is this really for me, or am I doing this for some sort of inward validation?
Can I get a picture of it here? Yes, sister. Amen and hallelujah. No, for real. That was exactly.
Yeah. So you probably would have worked with some interesting people. Who would you say is the most interesting person that you've gotten a style for? Or they don't have to be famous or anything, but just like had a particularly interesting style that stuck with you.
Okay, so I don't know if they have a specifically interesting style, but actually recently started to be a stylist for my boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's actually very fun because he very questionable in terms of like what he likes to wear.
Oh, don't I know that?
Yeah, so he's just like, no, that's not gonna work. And I'll be like, no. So I think he actually developed my stylist, being a stylist, like pushed that confidence. Because first of all, he's my first male person I've ever styled in my entire life. So that was very interesting. So yes, I've been more stylist assistant to other people with my main stylist. Guys, I love you, girl. My whole mentor. But she works with a lot of big names, which I can't drop. So
is there like an NDA when you start working there? Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't actually mention someone else.
Okay, not trying to get sued, so
let's not get in trouble. But honestly, working with Shiv actually developed that because I never met somebody who had to like. Normally, people I would work with, they already know what their style is, and it's just to give them suggestions and be like, okay, we want to. They would tell us what the occasion is, and based on the occasion, we build the outfit based on that. So that's no problem. But this is somebody who's like, he had his own style, but he just wanted to properly open up a little bit more. And then when he put suggestions, he was very open. He was like, well, you put me in, I win. And I was like, hello, we going out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I myself was shocked. I was like, yes. But then, of course, when we reach these stores and he try and he'll be like, no. But he actually made me start to be more intentional about choosing outfits and being mindful of body type and the mental space of the person, and being actually more compassionate about that, because a lot of persons, when they go into it, they actually come in with a lot of low self-esteem or not too sure about how they would feel about something, even like, okay, I trust you and they're gonna choose this outfit for me, but deep down in themselves, they're like, I don't know how this is gonna look, and it could be very stressful for them. But me, I had to like put myself away from that, because that's not a problem for me. I'm like, I don't care what people think. I wear this. I like it. Going with it. And then when I look myself in the mirror, I'll be like, no friend. So I can look at myself and be like, yes, that's a no for me. That's not a big deal. But for some people, it could actually shut them down. And so that actually expand my ability in terms of like how to choose outfits based on the person's personality, and also knowing how much I might need to push the person, because sometimes it can actually make the person shut down and me not want to move forward with the outfit. So my biggest is my boyfriend Shaban Rambarek. Big up.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what a lot of people don't realize, that style and self-image is such an individual thing. And like that full-length mirror that you look into can be so cruel sometimes, because like I know I would plan out an outfit in my head, I saw it on Pinterest, I got all the pieces for it, and then I look at it and it looks stupid.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of us we get this romanticizing thing about our outfits so much that when we look at ourselves in the mirror and it's not looking like what we saw in the image. But that's the problem. Don't try to look like the image. You're trying to make the outfit fit you. So the outfit is there as your template as to what could possibly, how your body is going to fit it. So don't look at the model and how the outfit looks on them. You are the model, so just take that model face out of the garment and then look at the garment based on you, because that will separate the outfit itself. Because you're gonna always be disappointed when you look at the outfit and it's like, but it looks so good there, but it didn't look good on me. That's because you put that imagery of that person on your outfit. You never put it on yourself. So you have to put on your outfit on yourself before you even put it on yourself. So yeah, it might be a little technical, but I'm there. Call me.
Yeah, definitely. We'll leave your contact info in the description.
Actually, I'm not a full-time stylist. It's my passion project, guys. I do this for fun. But it can call me because it'd be fun to do. I love doing Pinterest board for my friends. It's very fun.
Yeah, take her up on that, folks.
It's actually rough. Got you.
Anyway, this seems like the absolute opportune time to bring up my new love for wide-legged slacks.
Yes! Like, a camera for it.
It's only from the waist up, but like I love these things. I'll probably be buried in them one day, but like I know, like in Trinidad specifically, skinny jeans have always been like the norm for me at least. But then one day, like when I bought a pair of slacks, like my life totally changed.
Life,
I was converted.
Let me tell you something. You can wear your slacks while you're working and be comfortable, and then go in your grocery and still look amazing, and then go to church and still kill it.
Yeah,
and go to a gala and still look really good.
They're so versatile.
Very, 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 very. There's no limitation with our slacks. I always say, I think every woman, every female should have, just like everybody have the little black dress, you should invest in a slacks.
Yeah, slacks is definitely one of them.
I have too much now, to the point I invest a little too much. I have multicolored, I have plain, I have patterns, I have no patterns.
Yeah, so like I was throwing this like, well, the family was just throwing like a little house party one day, and my cousin came in and saw me in the slacks because, again, no one is prying me from these slacks no matter what's the occasion. And she was like, why are you wearing work pants? You've never worked a day in your life. And I'm like, because it makes me feel sophisticated, Alex.
Come on. If you don't understand, like people in my office is like, because I work from home, and when you go, she's like, you dress up for work? I was like, yes, it's an occasion, guys. I'm in the zone, so I'm wearing my outfit. Yeah. So you wearing your slack is like actually embodying what it is that you want, and it makes you feel a certain way, right?
Of course.
So that feeling you want to continue to embody it. So let her wear her slack.
In my own house.
Come on.
Yeah, but that actually is a good question to ask, like the one from before. Like, what is like a few wardrobe must-haves, like the staples of what you could have in your wardrobe to build like as many versatile outfits as you can?
I would definitely say for females, always a little black dress in terms of an outfit, and I would always say slacks. Slacks is a very good investment because even though some people think like it's a very professional outfit, but you could actually dress it down as well too. You can wear it with sneakers, you can wear it with heels, you can wear it with flats as well. A proper shirt. So I know a lot of people will be like, no, like I don't need to have so many shirts. At least one. I don't even have. Everybody says, oh, you have to be a black one, but it doesn't have to be black. But I would say choose a plain color one. So like if for whatever reason, because some outfits could be a little too loud or distracting depending on where you go in or what you're doing. So like for me, I do worship, and before I used to wear a lot of patterns before, but then after I was like, I feel like it might be a little too much. So I wear more plain colors. Not all the time though, but because sometimes you feel like you want to do a little extra with plain colors. So I will always say, whatever outfit that you choose, always choose plain colors. Always choose your neutral colors. Choose blacks, whites, browns, navy blues. Just keep these staple colors in whatever outfit that you're choosing. So like a proper shirt, slacks, a little black dress. Trust me, a little black dress goes a very long way. You can wear it to like work any day, and then after you can go out any night with it as well too. I'm trying to remember another good one. Oh, in terms of shoes, a nice good pumps. So there's difference between pumps, high heels, wedges, and sandals. So a pump will be a very good one because you can keep it professional as well as you can transition in it as well too. So having a good depend on the height that you go as well too. So there are high heels, there are mid-high heels, and then there's flats, and then there's actually one called like camel heels, camel size. So it's like it's not a flat, but it's almost going to be a flat, but it's still a heel.
So like the
kitten heel. You can invest in that, but not judging, and it's something that you should invest in. But I reject it. I do. I feel like you either go high or low. I'm not about that mid thing.
Yeah, I don't like kitten heels either. To me, it just screams librarian.
Like, stop it. Like, it's old age. So change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Not judging, not judging.
Change it up. So for the males, a a good working shoes as well as a Chelsea boots is a good investment in terms of shoes to have. Of course, you can have your sandals and your sneakers as well too. But in terms of to classy it up, and these Chelsea boots, you can transition it into anything that you want. So like I do believe like sometimes you could let the boots itself show depending on the style that you want to wear, but I like to have the boots hidden inside your actual pants itself. You could wear your skinny pants, but I do want you to understand your body type. Not everyone, please, as much as it is the trend, not everyone should invest in skinny jeans. Know your body type. And it's okay to wear wide mouth pants, but get a good tailor. And for both male and females, even though yes, I'm talking about staple outfits, have a good seamstress or tailor, because doing that actually changes your outfit to a whole nother level. Because not everyone body, because like I can use my boyfriend, having my boyfriend helps me with that. Not everybody body type, no matter how much you choose your measurement to fit you, would always fit you the way it wants to. Sometimes you may have to buy something a little bit bigger to carry to your tailor or your seamstress to alter it. But yeah, in terms of shoes for the males, again, the regular dress shoes and Chelsea boots, something that you should invest in. And knowing your pants, you choosing your pants based on your body type. Look at yourself in the mirror, watch yourself, it's okay. And you can even go to your tailor and just let them measure you and stuff like your waist, your hip, and your length, and your thigh. Sometimes males forget to measure the actual thigh. It's good to do to measure your thigh so you can make sure you can get the right pants for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, like some silhouettes would work better on some body types than others.
Correct.
Right. There's one thing I wanted to add. Right. For both males and females, I think what also works really good is a collared shirt, a white one as a staple, because I think those are really good for layering. But then again, we're in Trinidad, so I don't know how much people actually want to layer.
Some of you are working offices and have to be in very cold offices. So sometimes having a good shirt but with a proper jacket to go with it will be a very good investment. And also for males, I know some of you all don't like wearing suits, but I'm telling you, investing in a suit, because you don't, sometimes a wedding may just randomly come up, or whichever event, you may be your husband or your wife, their job requires you to go to this specific event and you have to get a suit. And it's not fun to have to rush around to find an outfit. So it's good to invest in, I mean, like, of course, you probably might want something specific for that occasion, but generally having a good suit with a proper pants, shirt, jacket, and knowing if you are comfortable wearing a tie or a bow or none at all, because sometimes not everyone, because some people generally suffer with claustrophobia, because I had one client at the time I worked with, and he was like, don't you dare. I would get a whole panic attack. I was like, I have never experienced that in my life. He's like, he doesn't like anything crossing his neck. So he gets very panicky. So he's like, I can't. So we change up his color. So sometimes not even the ones with the color, it's like a standing color. Dude, that looks so good. It was a standing color on a shirt. He didn't wear a normal jacket. It was like a sweater. Dude. Yeah. And the color was just perfect.
I remember going through this really weird phase of wearing nothing but chokers everywhere I went. It's so cringe looking back on it, honestly. But that was the early 2000s.
Chokers was my thing in the 90s, and when I saw it came back, I was like, yes, I'm about it.
It came back, but like it didn't really come back.
I liked it. It has not left me. I have like 5 chokers in my jewelry box because I like to layer my jewelry. Oh, and jewelry is another. Okay, that's a whole other topic.
Oh, I was gonna bring up jewelry too. I feel like there's 2 other points that I wanted to talk about, but I feel like we can't for the sake of time. Like jewelry and fashion throughout different time periods.
So I have a whole pin board, like literally, for different eras because I like to mix my outfits. So I don't always wear out because my mom, she's like, I had an outfit like that like when I was like 16, why you have an outfit like that? It's like, because I found it on Pinterest, sister. I had to recreate it. She's like, oh, I was like, I like it, I saw it, I wore it. Easy.
Yeah, and I feel like we should all be wearing what makes us feel the most confident, no matter like where it came from, what time period it may have been from. It's all about what makes you feel like you, I think. Well, to say that, you got any closing words of wisdom?
My closing words of wisdom is don't worry about what is trending. It's okay to pay attention to what the trend is, but know what works for you. And sometimes you may need to step away from the social media for 2.5 moments just to realize what actually works for you and what you like. It's okay if you like to wear male clothes, because I also mix male with female outfits. Nothing is wrong with that. But if you don't really understand what you like, you will constantly be feeling frustrated when you go in a store or when you go online shopping. So know what you like and be confident about it, even if the others don't understand it, because a lot of persons may watch different shows and they actually will try to embody those outfits, but those are the outfits that you like, or probably a different era, and you're wearing it at this time, and many people will be like, that's from that dispensation. It's like, it doesn't matter. If it works for you and it makes you feel confident, get it going, wear it. Some people might see the outfit like me and I'll be like, can I take a picture of your outfit? Because I may want to add it to my board. It's very lovely. I did that today. The girl was like, sure. She was more than happy to pose. I was like, yes.
Yeah, we 100% need to make a part 2, because I need to spiel about my my obsession with Victorian era fashion, and like, but that is really something for another
I'm
episode.
excited. I'm going to show you my Pinterest board.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah, gotta show you the Pinterest board. So, Brittany, thank you so much for joining me here today. You did such an amazing job.
That's fun. I look forward to more. I look forward to your to continue tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your support and your help. Thank you. I love you.
I love you more.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope your ex does not show up to your next first date. Have a good one.
The other one is that you're priceless. And once you know that you're priceless, hear me? Once you know that you're priceless, you'll stop giving discounts. Boom.
Yeah, Don LaFoucault 2024, the album.